Alright, guys, today I just want to let you know that this year so far has been truly a lot for us to handle. Hell, I lost my own Grandmaster. So, yeah. We lost a voice actor, we lost a rapper, we lost a singer. Hell, we even lost a freaking prince, for crying out loud, but what we lost was worse than any of that combined. But what is worse than the death of Kentaro Miura? He was a good man. In all honesty, he was born in 1966. He lived a good life. Well, at the age of 10, he started making dark fantasy, or was into art, as most people say. Then, at the age of 80, he gotten so old, and now, well, not old, but still, made much more art. And then by the time he was around 20, he made his Berserk prototype. Nobody in their right minds has ever done that. At that point on, Miura was one of the great men that actually made his Berserk work, and it was beautiful. So then Miura decided by 1988 to make his new Berserk, which was basically Berserk. After his prototype, over time, 2 years later, it got really, really good. And then by then, we got the Golden Age arc. It lasted for, 4 years. But then, Miura was just great at what he was doing. Sure, there were many, many manga artists that did impressive as Miura, and they were great, but still, we never met anybody as great or even as artistic as Miura, who literally inspired so many. He worked his literal life just to be this successful. He worked himself just so he can actually show us that work. He was amazing, Miura. And now he's dead. Now he's gone. Then 2 years later, 1998, he's also gone. But, well, not gone, but he was still around by then. By 1997, he finally made his Berserk adaptation at the age of 31. And it was amazing. It was really good. Now Berserk is just bad. In general, it's just awful. Berserk, well, it's not bad, but the manga is still good. But we're mostly going to focus on that. After that, even got a freaking game. And then by the 2000s, he was successful. He even got a sequel to his game. It basically looked good for Miura. Miura had really amazing artwork, and his games kept on improving. But by then, we didn't have too many Berserk adaptations in anime, only a game, but it was really good. Eventually, Miura basically made the Millennium Empire arc. Pretty much. Basically, by then, Miura was pretty much amazing. Sure, there were amazing anime manga artists like Oda, Kubo, Kishimoto, freaking Toriyama. We got so many. I forgot the creator's name of Yu Yu Hakusho. Gonna type that later. But mostly, we lost Miura. Then by the early 2000s, he made his artwork on the Fantasia boat arc, and it looks stunning. And it was amazing. Thus finally we got Casca and the boat trip. By the early 2000s, it looked beautiful. No, it really did. After that, we finally spent a long time. For the whole 2000s, Miura worked himself off just to make an amazing Berserk, and it was just beautiful. His artwork was just beautiful. Then by 2010, something great had happened. Miura saw his once again Berserk adaptation got rebooted into something amazing as well. The movie, it was so good. By the 2013, it was an amazing movie. So much was just there. We got Miura's artwork, and it was truly proud of him. By then, Miura was now pushing himself on. He kept on working in the Fantasia arc and finally completing that beautiful, beautiful artwork. He was just there, really, Miura. And then by 2000, well, after that, we got 2016. It was both a bad but also good year for Berserk. Well, there was the awful, awful 2016 anime, which, well, managed to get freaking another season, I guess. But we also got that beautiful Dynasty Warriors game. Although it doesn't have some good DLC, it's still good, but it's just not as good as there anymore. And then by 2017, we lost another. Well, we got another season of Berserk, but it was just awful. But at least it was foretelling the end. For good. Being incomplete. And then by 2018, finally, the Berserk just seems to just not have an adaptation from there. And then by 2019, at that point, Miura was making so much work. His work had truly advanced. It was one of the greatest we have ever seen. And it was just amazing, Miura. One more year later, Miura's artwork was so beautiful. We got multiple artwork of how the Skull Knight was. He literally gave his whole life. He worked on other mangas as well, and at the same time still loved Berserk. He never gave up on it. He always pushed himself, and he loved his work to the end. He kept on doing so. Now, we get to 2021. 4 months after Berserk had a new arc and a new chapter. But still, we once again get 4 more years. After those 4 more years, Berserk is still there to come. Berserk is now still amazing. But now, we once more have another year. Coming to this month, Miura is dead. He's gone, never to be seen. Now, he actually did it. He died. Now we don't have a complete Berserk. We don't have a complete Berserk. Berserk had inspired us. It truly inspired us. It literally inspired us. It made all of us together. Not only did Miura did it for us, but he also did it for himself as well. He literally made his own passion come true. He loved it. And now, with all of that, his passion inspired us. Now look at us today. If it wasn't for him making Berserk, or even so much other works that he literally was inspired from Berserk, we would never have amazingness. We got Fist of the North Star in Berserk having that one manga, and it was really good. Then we had Us Together. Then we had Kingdom and multiple other animes. Then we had Berserk, who was the biggest inspiration not only for us, but it even inspired Dark Souls. It inspired Attack on Titan, even multiple other shows, and even the classic theory of the swordsman came from Guts actually. And everybody is heavily inspired from Guts. There's just really nobody that can ever really trump Guts. Everybody totally agrees that Berserk really has inspired them. Now, Miura's dead. But, sorry if I'm sniffing, I'm just a little, it's just crazy. So, how did I know he died, basically? Well, I was around, it was already 5:43. I heard rumors that Miura was dead by real-life Ryan Tranquil, the Masked Man, Spirit of Fiction, and Alex Enterprise. They all were there, stacked. And yeah, we lost everyone. Well, not everyone, but we lost Miura. But now every one of us Berserk fans have felt the pain and death of Miura. Now the one thing is, what will happen? I know Berserk at this point doesn't really matter, and yeah, we should just take that into consideration. But we lost Miura. That has to have a huge impact not only on Berserk in general, but to us. This man literally gave his whole 35 years just to make that amazing manga, and it worked. Now Berserk is just ridiculously great, and it's just amazing in the end. I hope, and now all of us love it. We all want to love it. We just all want to see Berserk as great. We don't want to see Berserk as bad. We want to see Berserk as a great anime, not a bad one. Berserk inspired us, and it never failed in the end. What will happen too? But now what really matters is, will we all be together? We all were a community of Berserk fanboys. Well, mostly, yeah, fans, basically. We're all Berserk fans. Now what will happen to all of us Berserk fans? We felt the cries of Miura's death. We felt now we're just sad. We all did our best with animation. Now what depends is one thing. Will all of us Berserk fans all see us as once again good? Or we'll all be together? That's what I'm trying to say. Will we still be together, even after the man who inspired us is dead? Will we all still fight on? Yes, we must keep on being together. It doesn't matter what brings us down. It doesn't matter. Even if Miura did push himself to his death to the extent, we still keep on fighting together for him. We'll honor Miura, and we'll remember him as one of the greatest manga artists to have ever exist in the world. Miura. I hope Miura can rest now, and any of his family members could, and give respect to them as well. Now we lost a man who made Berserk. It's truly depressing and sad. Yeah, and after I watched all the videos representing his death, I was really shocked. My reaction basically, I really did try to scream the loudest I can, just so I can stop being all I just need to let it all out. I just need to scream. And then I had to breathe so I cannot lose myself. That's what I basically did. That's what I did. That's what I did right there. That's what I pretty much did. Now, I have one last thing to say before all of us are beaten down and just let's just get over it. Let's just give Miura all his signs. Let's just give him respect. I know Berserk will be difficult. It would there's some weird rumor that it will supposedly continue to be an anime apparently, and the manga artists will keep pushing on to remake Miura's art the best they can. Hope they could. Imagine if we had Madhouse writing the manga, but that doesn't matter, okay? I get it, Berserk is amazing, and yeah, but Miura was the one that pulled the trigger on making Berserk. He was the one that was the writer. He was the man that had power, and now he's gone. But like the old saying goes, we shouldn't live long in the past. We should keep moving forward. Let's keep moving forward, everybody. Keep moving forward. I get it, Miura's dead, and we all get it, but still, in the end, Miura's death truly had inspired us to be together. If it wasn't for him, then we would never really see each other. I would have never met real life Ryan. I would have not even knew who the Masked Man was. Hell, I wouldn't even probably know who Alex Enterprise was. I wouldn't even know any of these guys. But Kentaro made me meet them. Probably the only reason why I would see the Masked Man would be, well, if I knew Naruto, but I love Berserk more, so that counts. And I wouldn't even probably know real life Ryan if I saw Yu Yu Hakusho or hell, freaking Baki. So that's what I really want to say right now. Did I tell this great enough? Yeah, sure. I'm not upset, disappointed, no. I'm okay and I respect Miura and what he did, right? And what he kept on doing. And you know what? We keep on moving forward. It doesn't matter, but at least Miura would see us up there in a different world. At least he can see us now, wherever he is at that point. In the void, whatever. Hell, the freaking vortex, he still sees us. At least Miura still wants to see us at the end. At least Miura would really, really like to see us and how we do. Miura would wanted this respect. Miura would wanted us to be once more together. He would want us not to fight just for the sake of it. He would want us not to go to war or anything. He would want us to just calm down, move forward. Don't worry, he's up there somewhere, enjoying his manga heaven, I guess, or whatever it's called, or his second world. Don't worry, we're all gonna be there too one day. Not everybody lives, so at least we can see that. And when we all have our life, we can all slip away up there to the different world. And if we know from Miura's point of view, there is 3 worlds that exist. Don't worry, guys. It doesn't matter how much Miura is there or not. But what really matters is now, let's just honor the man who respect us, gave us actual No, it doesn't even deserve to be said as good story. It deserved to be said as the best story ever. Berserk is the best story ever, and I'm not saying that just to sound all stuff and all that. No, no, no. I'm just talking about it so I can talk about the success of Berserk and what created it in the end, basically. What made Berserk so great, and we all should just take it into heart and just accept it. Now, Miura is gone, but he's not gone here. He's gone to a different realm of existence at this point. No, not actually a joke. But now that he's there, at least we know he can rest in peace. At last. At least he didn't die painfully with the heart disease. And slept. That's all. Now, let's give silence to Kentaro Miura. I wanted to do a music video so badly, but I just couldn't find the time to do it. Sorry. But for this, let's give him an honor for Miura. Thank you for watching. As always, you can find more videos from me. That's the Great Gladiator. And yes, I do have a Discord. Will I send the link? I just don't have enough time. Sorry. Forgive me. I might send the link there for my description, but still. Remember, keep moving forward, and may Miura's peace come to the souls. And remember, everybody, always dream for more. May we remember Kentaro Miura, and may he go to the void. We will all remember him for what he did, and we'll all remember for what he simply made us do in the end. Let's remember Kentaro Miura, not for Berserk, but what he did. And after all that, may he be in heaven forever. May his soul rest into the vortex where he would become the one and be there. As always, goodbye. And remember, we'll be there to see him too one day. Goodbye.